BEERadio, the best show on the internet that you are currently watching or listening to.
Hello, internet.
That was nice.
How is everybody doing on this fine internet? Right. How's everybody doing on the internet? With me, as always, is Ray. Ray, how's it going?
Pretty good. How's it going?
I am doing just freaking dandy.
That was an intro.
Do you like that?
that was a goddamn intro. That was amazing.
I don't even know if that's ever been heard before, to be honest.
I've never experienced that. I feel like I was in like Fast and the Furious.
In the Fast and the Furious.
And the voice was just so like warning.
It was Surrey. It was actually Surrey. So, hey, thanks, Surrey.
Thanks, bitch.
Surrey's good. We were talking about this is off the bat. We were just talking about first Macs. I don't have a new Mac, but I have my old Mac back, and you know what? It's still like the first day I got it. It feels beautiful.
Gorgeous.
It feels gorgeous.
No, just throw those.
It does. Hey, we got carpet in the studio, and if you were a listener, you got to see that. So, how do you feel about those apples? Apples are good. Do you know what's even better? Oranges.
Oh my god, oranges!
Oranges are one of my favorite things, to
Me
be
too.
totally honest.
I like the little tiny ones.
The blood oranges?
Yeah, I think so.
Is that what they're called?
They're really tiny and delicious.
How much blood is enough for you, Ray?
Not enough.
I like oranges. What I don't like is, do you know what I don't like, Ray?
Pears.
Roadkill. Why are just...
I thought we were sticking with fruit.
I wasn't driving recklessly, but I was driving through my neighborhood, and these just...
What'd you hit?
I almost hit something. I didn't hit something, surprisingly, but...
Whoa.
Easy trigger.
Well, they're tiger.
You're as worse as I am with my driving. But no, these things are just stupid. It's... Get out of the road.
Right?
How much blood is enough?
Hey, well,
I
yesterday...
don't think they know that's the problem.
Driving home from the Fillmore yesterday, or St. Andrews, Raquel hit a puddle, and it splashed a homeless man.
No,
She felt so bad. We felt so bad.
I mentioned in the last episode, I always just will see people walking, and I'll be driving, and hey, I'm sorry if my car splashes you. Sometimes I'll see another car go that will just splash. Just huge tidal waves. Huge tidal waves of just fury. Ugh. God. It's just the worst. That's bad. Something else is bad too. There's they're never going to sponsor, but there's an ad on Hulu that's absolutely horrifying. And it's for, I think he sells real estate. I don't know what it's called, but it's a gay guy, and he's a 45-year-old. He's a 45-year-old, and he's dating a 25-year-old. First of all, fuck you. I can't get a 25-year-old, and I'm not even 25. And if it was just that, okay, it's fine. It's first of all, even that is really offensive. I'd rather see much other things. But then there's a girl that comes on. She goes, oh no. Then he goes, he has an assistant, and they're fighting, and then he goes, turns to the camera, and says, oh, I can't threaten to deport her anymore like I used to. And as it cuts to a clip of, you need me more. Oh, I need you more. And it's it's just absolutely horrible.
An ad?
It's an ad on Hulu.
For what?
It's for like a one of those like house. They sell houses. It's a gay guy who sells houses, and he's 45 years old, and he's got the life in him, and he's gonna mess.
How do we know
around.
he's dating a 25-year-old?
He said he was. He said
he
was.
Do we meet this 25-year-old?
I think you. I know. I just watched the ad.
I have to see it now.
I just watched the. I was
You've
gonna pull it
ruined
up, but it's not worth
everything.
it. It's not even worth it.
No, I'm curious because it sounds like a really intense ad, like really in your face, like.
It is. It basically starts like, I'm a 45-year-old. Oh, no, it goes like, I sell houses for a living, and I'm dating a 25-year-old, and I'm 45.
Do we know he's gay?
He's dating a guy.
On. Do we know it's a guy?
I can see. I can kind of tell.
Well, no, I mean, but do we know? No, because
we never know. What do you? I don't think. Hey, they could be presenting.
Well, look at it. It could
lies
just be like a gay actor, and he's supposed to.
Oh no! I have no.
I'm wondering, was the commercial
fake.
like entailing that he was gay, or did he just act gay?
No, it was him selling an ad, but the main thing about it was he's a 45-year-old that's dating a 25-year-old.
Boy or girl? We don't know.
It's a guy. How do you not like understanding this?
wait, who's the guy?
They're all guys.
Why are they all guys?
They're all guys.
Do
They're
we
all
see all
doing
guys?
Each other. It's okay though.
Do we see the 25-year-old? The 25. I believe the 25-year-old.
Yes, you do see him.
You do?
See him, and you see him. You see both of them.
Oh, okay. See, I didn't know that.
Couldn't you not have just assumed? But it's not okay. This isn't even. And then there's a meth-addled girl that's on it. She goes.
How old is she?
I don't know how old she is, but she goes.
Like, is she above 25 or below 25?
She goes. I'm like the court jester. I'm like the court jester, and she has like wide eyes. She's on meth. I'm swearing.
See, why is she there?
I don't know. She sells houses too.
Why is she selling me houses? I don't want to
They're
buy a
all
house from
selling
her.
houses. I don't know why you wouldn't sell a house if you were a gay man having sex with a 25-year-old.
I am.
You should sell houses.
I can't.
But then she's like, she's on a ladder. For some reason, she's on a ladder that day. Of course, she's in the office and she's on a ladder the other 5 minutes. She goes, she's wearing a skirt. Oh, this is the wrong day to wear a skirt. And that's the big punchline. And and then he's, and he goes at the end of it, I've got a lot of energy left. And he runs into a wall and braces himself, of course. Yeah, right.
Viagra too?
This is an offensive ad. I was gonna say I'd rather see two guys blowing each other or people literally doing meth.
At least I would understand it. They'd be like, okay, that makes sense. They're meth heads, so they're doing meth.
And usually I have a hard time explaining things like the audience knows. I'm not. This ad is all over the place.
That's why I can't keep up. I just don't know. Like, I don't
There's
believe
no
it.
way
I don't
to
believe
keep up.
it.
It's the worst ad ever. No one wants to watch this.
So far in this ad, we have a gay man who sells houses. He's 45 and he's dating a 25-year-old gay male. We have a meth head who's selling houses and wearing skirts, and then someone's getting deported.
He threatens. He says he has a conversation with his assistant, and she goes like, oh, he says something like, you have no idea how much you need me. And she goes, oh, but I of course it's all broken English because they couldn't find one clip of her speaking English. I have no doubt in my mind.
Oh no, this commercial. She has
no accent, and she's actually a perfectly fluent. Not that matters, but it's just there's no. I think it's all bullshit. But she goes, oh no, but you need me, and you need me a lot. You need me more than I need you. Basically, just trying to be a fucking asshole. And then he cuts to a clip. They always like do the reality show thing where they cut to the clip and they're like, this was a crazy situation, but then they cut to the clip is, oh, I can't threaten to deport her like I used to. First of all, was she an illegal immigrant, and how are you not in trouble now? And first of all, you're a horrible person. Why would you admit that you would deport this poor person because you just want to listen to your assholism? It is honestly garbage. It's the worst garbage I've ever seen on TV.
It just stressed me the fuck out.
It is, and no one wants to see these commercials. And I love when I'll see like a commercial for somebody, and they'll shoot like a random like. You can tell. I can kind of tell that the Hulu or the Netflix will like come up to them and say, "Hey, let me just shoot because they can't shoot the likeness of the character. They can shoot I can shoot you as a character that they basically just have like a character in a bar, and he's like drinking and laughing, and he's in a field and he's laughing, he fell over and he's giggling. Like, it's not in the character at all. It's just I don't understand it. It's just we were talking about this upstairs that reality shows are so cheap that they're so I think they're mean. Real reality actually would be cheap, but the producing so much garbage. Like someone's actually must be writing this garbage. Like some sad person that has equivalency of me is sitting in his basement somewhere and just writing angrily into a laptop.
The truth is because real life, like normal life, is not that entertaining.
It's not. I mean, I have some quibbles with my housekeeper. Like, she hides the rugs on me. I think it's funny. Like. But besides that, it's awesome. Like, I am so glad you're cleaning the poop out of my toilets. Like, thank you so much. Like, you're an awesome person. Like, I'm not going to make... I'll actually talk to this person, right? I'll actually sit down and talk. I'll actually say words with my mouth, and I'm not in front of a microphone. Like, we'll just talk. Like, there's no insensitive to me to do this. But she's awesome, and she hides my rugs, but still. See? She's great.
People are assholes.
They are assholes.
Guess I can't deport her.
He can't deport her, this asshole. Oh, we're gonna have some stupid superficial fight and I'm gonna fucking deport this bitch. Fuck you, don't even joke about that. That's disgusting. I think okay. It was funny if you're okay. I watched South Park. I just finished watching like the last. I like it because they know they're pushing it. Like you know that if South Park is pushing something, they're gonna say a good message, but it's gonna be completely dramatized. Like and you know it. Like there's no way of getting around it. Like that's fine for someone like that, or like a Family Guy to make a joke like that. You can't do that. Like that's horrible. Like.
And it's totally different if cartoons are doing it too.
Like Weeds did a thing like where Doug was dating. I don't want to give away too much, but someone was dating someone, and he ended up bringing her over, crossed the border illegally, and she ended up falling in love for the best friend. And long story short, she they find this out, they end up banging, and he ends up deporting her. It ends up calling INS and deporting. Like it's funny. Like it's a satirical thing. It's Weeds. It's like it's a sitcom. It's like it's different. Like don't pretend to be reality and say you're gonna.
Yeah, no, I totally get that.
Like I'll make myself look like an asshole on these shows, but like I'm staying up for what I believe. I don't think you believe this. I don't think you actually care about it. I think you're just trying to be an asshole and. I don't know.
Me?
No, this guy.
I was like,
this
God.
guy. No, you're a great person, Ray. You're a great person.
Shots fired.
Shots fired. I'm keeping the soundboard away.
No, please no soundboard. But no, I don't know.
I want it just for the shots fired, but...
Commercials are ridiculous.
They are. Yeah, commercials are dumb. Speaking of commercials...
Just waiting for that. You need like commercial sound break music too.
Hey,
like the same thing. But
we're gonna work on it.
Rework it. Like we'll be right back.
We're working on it. I want that. I want to record a thing. If you're a guy, I'm gonna record this now, and then like 2 weeks later when we republish this, we'll all be done. I want to do a thing where, me, you, and Katie, because the regulars, me, you, and Katie. I'd like to have Brendan, but he's not a real person. Like he's on a monitor. If he was ever here, I'd like to have him too. But as a real person, like I guess I could put his monitor up there. But me, you, and Katie just doing our commercial break of just doing our plugs. I think it'd be cool.
All right.
Plugs. Maybe we'll do one with
hair plugs.
This. Hair plugs.
Hair plugs. Britney Spears. Whoa.
Hair plugs. Oopsies. Oh God. Yeah, we're not gonna do it. This wasn't gonna be a crazy long episode, but I just want to test out the good and works of this new system. And do you know what's crazy? This CPU is running at under 50%. Holy shit cakes. As I speak, it goes at 51. But fuck yeah. We just gotta... let's talk about Macs first, quick second.
Okay.
We just bought a refurbished Mac Mini for the studio. We were talking about Macs before.
The studio.
Tell me about the first day, Ray. You opened your Mac, because I just got the opportunity of opening a new, but it's refurbished, but they treat it like a new Mac, and it smells. The first time I fired it on, oh my God, this whiff of just toxic. It must have been toxic China. It's actually from California, but this toxic fume just came out, but it smelled so good. It's like a brand new machine.
I'm so excited
because all the air that was in it just got flown out of it, and it's just I
meant to pick it up. I got it in the car.
You fired up?
Literally, I didn't. It was sitting in the passenger seat because I didn't want to put it in the back seat. I got home. I ran inside. Didn't take off my shoes. Nothing. Just went in the kitchen. Grabbed a butter knife and slowly cut open that plastic and.
I've had Macs be bought for me or bought for the company or whatever when I was working for at the time. And get handed to me. So I've always had, got the experience. But the first time I ever opened one was probably about 2009, I think. And just ran upstairs. I think I was 15 years old. And I've used Macs before too.
This was my switch from Windows to Mac, and I was like, this is gonna be exciting.
it was my personal switch because I've always used them for work, but I've always had PCs for PCs and iPhones and iPads really for. Well, actually, I didn't have an iPad at the time, but I really used just straight up iPhones and PCs for that time for personal use, and that was my first personal Mac, and oh God, that thing just.
I was so happy.
I wish I still had it. I was
pretty much
friend of the show, Robin, and
the whole day I was useless.
So much tumbling. So much just
that first week. I'm still useless. Because for a while, remember my Mac didn't work for 5 months.
I'm still using mine too. I'm using mine right here in front of us.
Like mine didn't work for like 5 months. Remember that? And then randomly it just turned back on.
Isn't it funny? Yeah, it's just air. Yeah, a friend of mine, they did an article where they took an iPhone 5 and they recovered it from the water, and a guy assembled it with like iFixit guides and took an air compressor and just got all the bits of water at it, because there's no reason that if you dunked phone, unless it got fried and completely fried, which usually ends up happening, that most of it gets fried. Sometimes will shut off. But yeah, like I lost an iPhone 4 in water, and but they recovered one. Not just to scare me, because I'm like, oh shit, my iPhone is all out there. I'm like, what's on my iPhone? As a 16-year-old, probably horrible things. But he took it out of the water, and thank you, Ray. He took he took it out of the water and air compressed all the water off of it, and it's booted right up. And God, yeah, poor friend of mine, he has an 11-inch Air 2, and he calls it his sweet angelic 1-year-old spilt water on his MacBook Air, and he just threw his wife's iPhone 5 or 5S in the toilet. Now she's using a HTC One M8, which is a great phone playing with. It's Android.
Yeah, I was surprised mine turned back on, and I turned back on, and I'm telling you, I went 5 months without having it, so I was like, I don't need a MacBook anymore. Like,
I heard that.
I'm like,
for some reason I remember that, but
I'm like, I do so much without my MacBook now. I'm active, and then I got it back, and I died. Yeah, I still had an iPhone.
Down with I mean, did you use the iPhone a lot with that during the time?
Oh hell yeah.
Weakness?
Well, I had to for everything, even porn. It was miserable.
I love the iPad for stuff like that. I don't know.
Well, okay, I don't like my iPhone though. Like my iPhone for porn, that's so weird.
iPad's better though. I use the Mini for that now. I used to have a full size iPad 2, and now I use my little Mini.
Plus, I haven't had headphones for like 8 months.
How do you?
I just don't. So it's like I couldn't watch porn like with headphones.
I would have gave you headphones around the studio. You could steal stuff.
I'm saving up for a pair of like Beats.
Don't buy them. I'll give you a good recommendation on some good $100 headphones. Honestly, if you want to do the Mac route, where you either you don't buy a Mac or you buy the Mac kind of thing, or you know what I mean, you buy the cow, you don't buy either like $100 headphones or buy $1,400 headphones. I'm not kidding. If you want to buy a good headphone, top of the line, buy $1,400. But if you want to buy a decent, don't spend more than $100.
$1,400. That's ridiculous.
Well, I'm just saying. You're still going to get a great. I'm talking about. I was going to recommend you these Sonys that we use at We use them. Do we use them at? We use them at a station I don't really work for, but every radio station uses these headphones, these big Sures, and they're open ear. They're great. Actually, I just recommend I think they're like $80 now. They're a really good deal. Obviously, they're over the ear ones. In-ear ones are kind of hard. You either have to get the in-ear monitors that I use sometimes, or again, high-end ones are like $1,000. But yeah, don't spend more than $100 on headphones, or spend a lot of money. And then you get to spend you get to buy a headphone amp, and then that's just another. You're gonna spend like $3,000 on a pair of fucking headphones if you want the highest end ones. Obviously, you can waste your money and buy shitty ones. But yeah, just buy some good ones, $80 ones.
Ray has no money. No money.
My money. Cha-ching. Cha-ching. Just turning around to nothing. What are you looking at?
I don't know. There's stuff behind me.
I love it, and I love you guys. You guys can find us at BEERadio Show pretty much everywhere. You can find my good friend Ray at Ray Get At Me on Instagram, and at Ray.
What?
Is that what it is?
Ray Get At Me? No.
It's Ray. Okay, it's RayGetYme on Instagram, or
Rage Time. But just spelled weird and stupid.
Rage Time. Okay, but people won't understand that. I thought it was Ray Get At Me. What's
Ray? Like Ray Get At Me.
I thought Ray Get At Me more sense. And on Instagram, you can follow him at Ray. It's going to be RayRizay077. Please get a better Instagram handle than that. And you can find me. At BEERadio, pretty much everywhere but Twitter, which
Ray
is
getting me. Getting me.
Getting me. Beer at bad_beef. And subscribe to us on YouTube, add us on Facebook, give us a like.
Like me on Facebook.
Like me on Facebook. And like me everywhere, guys. And thank you guys for listening to the best show on on the internet. Oh my god, I love the internet. Thank you guys. You guys.
This is BEERadio, the best show on the internet that you are currently watching or listening to.